Hi everyone, my name is Jan and welcome to Hoop It Up with Jan. Today is November the 9th, 2023. This is my Flosstube number 4 and I'm still getting a little nervous when I get that camera turned on, but still having fun and still loving sharing my love of cross stitch with everyone. So I'm going to keep pushing through the nerves, and maybe one of these days it'll feel a little more not so nervous when I first get started. But I want to welcome everybody, and I hope I have plenty to share with you today, and just want to kind of give I've been bragging on my mom and her turning 90, and so I want to let everybody, kind of get to know her. And today I thought I'd brag on my grandkids a little bit. I have my oldest. He is my oldest grandson. He's turning 16 tomorrow, which is an exciting time in a teenager's life. He goes tomorrow to take his driving test, so everybody, send some positive vibes his way, and fingers crossed I have somebody I can call when I need a jug of milk from the grocery store. So I was talking to him today and said, yeah, just wait, you're going to be sitting at home relaxing and say, hey, I'm going to call you and say, hey, can you go get something for me? And then you're going to have to remember those times when I was sitting here all relaxing. You called me and asked me if I could take you somewhere, and I got up and did it. So you have to remember that and pay it forward or backwards or however that goes. So he laughed. And so, yeah, I'm proud of him and excited for him to get to start that part of his life. So, and then I have my second grandson. He is in the 7th grade, and he just got some exciting news. He tried out for the 7th grade basketball team, and so we're excited. He made the A team, so he's real excited about that. And we're a family that loves basketball, and didn't know if y'all recognize the little play on words there with the hoop it up, but it's not just for hooping your embroidery. It's because I love, I like high school basketball and, younger kids basketball. Once you get up into I don't really like watching it on TV. I like being there. It's a spectator sport that I feel like you're part of it. So I'm really excited to get to see him play. My older grandson that we talked about a minute ago, he also plays. So I'm excited to get to extend that on for a few years once he graduates. And then we have my granddaughter. She's in 8th grade, and she made she auditioned for the regional choir. There were 1,100 auditioners for 8th grade, and she won 9th chair. So we're really, really proud of that. So we've got a lot of talent in my grandkids. I'm real excited to get to go participate in watching all those events and getting to be part of that. So that's what's going on here in my world, and I couldn't be happier. And just really love those grandkids and excited to get to watch them bloom. So that's enough of that. Oh, by the way, this is a channel about cross stitch, and I thought I would start off today with some of my previous older finishes. I have 3 of those today to share with you. And This is really old. I don't know what year I did this, but it's gonna be early to either 19, you know, in the late 1900s. How funny does that sound? That really makes you feel old, doesn't it? Say 1999 to early 2000 is when I would have done this, I believe. But it's kind of big, so it's going to be hard to show a close-up, but at the end of the video I'll have some pictures that you can get a closer look at it. You can see this ghosted text that says love right there, and then this says, what does it say? This here says today, tomorrow, and always. And then it says holder, and which is my last name. And then this was my first attempt at some heart hanger and some pulled threads, and that was a lot of fun. So maybe I'll try that again someday. I think I had this professionally framed a long time ago, probably at Michael's or something like that. So that's the first one. And the next one is, again, I don't know who the designer is, and I could probably find it online. And this one actually has a date on it, so this was 1996. I did that one. And it's got specialty stitches on it. Some satin stitch and some, I'm not sure, some eyelets and stuff. I don't know if that's included in heart hanger or not, but I'm not sure. But it's got lots of specialty stitches on it, and it was a lot of fun to stitch. I enjoyed that one. So yeah, that was, I love the colors. I still love this one just as much as I did when I finished it. I think it's called ABC something. ABC Sampler, maybe. Then I have one more previous finish. And this is a Dimensions kit. And it is so dusty, but I did this a long time ago. I don't even remember when. It's going to be around the same time frame. Absolutely love it. This is what made me fall in love with Dimensions kits. It's just from across the room, and it looks like a painting, and then you get up close to it and you can see the stitches, and I just absolutely love that one. I think it's called something about Medicine Man, or I don't remember the name of this kit. I've seen it on eBay at astronomical prices. I wish I still had the pattern, but that was back when I got finished. I was highlighting the original and just got rid of them when I got done with them. So I love that one. And I thought with that with sharing that one, I thought I would, somebody had a comment requesting that I share my dimensions kits, and so I thought, depending on how long, I don't have all that many WIPs to share with you, but I thought, you know, I'd see where we were, and if I had time at the end, I'd share some of the dimensions kits I have. But for now, let's get started with my WIPs. I thought I would give, you know, when I first got started my floss tube, I said I don't have a rotation and I stitch what I want when I want, and I still want to do that, but I do have, you know, I do want to see some progress on some things and have plenty of stuff to share. So I thought I'd give, you know, kind of a loose rotation a shot, and like pick, kind of separated my favorite WIPs into 3 groups, and I thought I would alternate those groups every a couple of weeks, and share those like that, and have maybe 1 or 2 that was always in the rotation, so that you know, I could get some real progress on those. So, and then I thought I got this one out, and thought I would do like try the 1 thread a day thing, and I think I remembered to do that 3 times in the last 2 weeks, so I got to get in the habit of that. But I chose the band sampler, the red band. It's actually called the Jade band sampler, and I got 375 stitches in this since the last floss tube. A little happy white eyes is upside down, but I think I had part of this framed in area. I don't know if they call that a cartouche or whatever they call that, but I had part of that done. I came down a little bit here, and I did these little curly cues. So I'm gonna try to remember when I sit down to stitch to get this one out first, put in a thread length, and see if I can actually start making a little progress on this one, instead of just having it sit there languishing forever. So that is the Jade Sampler by iStitch Designs. I'm stitching that on 100 millimeter band sampler using DMC 1115 variegated floss 1/1. And on my first floss tube, if you wanted to see the whole thing unscrolled, I've got that showing. So if you wanted to see that, you can go back to that video. Floss tube number 1. And then I got out me and my, what do you call them? Urges to start something. I pulled out a dimensions kit and started it. I pulled out the Twilight Bridge. I love all the colors. You know me and my cabins. We're inside just stitching up a storm. And I got, in the last 2 weeks, I got 1,337 stitches in on this puppy. It's on 8, it's using all the kit stuff. It's 18 count, kind of a cream Ada. Started in the center. I always start in the center on Dimensions kits, just to make sure that I have, you know, enough margin, and that's what the directions tell you to do. So I might not be good at following rules, but I try to follow directions. So that is that. And I got all the flosses all organized on floss drops for that. And I got a piece of paper, and I keep needles threaded of the colors that I'm using at the minute, and just kind of put my needle in there, and then when that comes up again, I'll just grab that, and instead of trying to put all these small little pieces back on the floss drops, that's kind of how I handle those. I was thinking about getting one of those, it starts with the P, I can't think of the name of it, Paco things, and I might still do that. But that's how I'm doing it right now. So that's Dimensions Gold, Twilight Bridge. It's going to end up being 14 inches by 11 inches. And I got the lady out this time around. Lots of stitches on her. Queen of Freedom. I got 2,160 stitches on her. She's still on the frame, which makes it awkward to show. But I got that little shoulder thing done and came down and did all of this, and I think there was some hand here that I filled in, and came down and did this little tassel. So going over to a friend's house this weekend to spend the weekend, and she's my quilty friend, and I usually take a quilt project with me when I go to her place, but I'm still not able to do rotary cutting with my arm. It's still a little too much, and so I think I'm going to take her with me and stitch on her. Maybe get to the beading. That'll be fun. So that is Queen of Freedom. And then the next one is Beep Beep. Seems to be a fan favorite. Everybody's loving the one that my mom painted. The original artwork is by my mom. And Stitching Moon Designs charted it for me. She is on Instagram, she is on YouTube, and she is on Etsy. So I would love, she just had a baby, it's a boy, and I'd love for y'all to go check her out and give her some support. I got, I didn't write how many stitches I got down on him since last time. but I got quite a few. Let's see. I came over and got some of this background done, and then going down, working down his face. I want to get to his eyes and to his beak. But you're really starting to see how his colors and his feathers are gonna start coming in. I think I'm gonna put this one. This is gonna be one of the ones that is the focus. It's gonna go. It's in all of the groups of WIPs that I kind of bundled together to alternate, and this one's gonna stay in all of them so that I make a little bit of progress every time. So that is beep, beep. This is going fast. That's all my WIPs. I have, that's all I've worked on since the last Flosstube. And I do have a start that I plan on starting on Thanksgiving Day with I'm a Stitch Nerd, Laurel, and she and I are both Teresa Kogut groupies. And so we're going to start this together on Thanksgiving Day. I don't know if we're going to give it a hashtag or anything like that, but if you follow me on Instagram at Jan Holder, if we decide to do a hashtag, I'll keep an eye out there. If you wanted to stitch this with us on Thanksgiving, come join us. And I'm going to stitch this on Needle and Flax 46 count Thornfield. I thought that was looked real nice. And I going to use some called for and some not called for, some substitutions that I made. These with the red and white and blue floss tag are the ones I showed in the last Flosstube that I had bought from XG Design. She did some hand-painted patriotic bundle, and then I had all these on bobbins. And so those are going to be my flosses. And I think that's going to look really nice on that Thornfield. It's just, that is a very good representation right there of the color. And I just think that is just going to be beautiful. I can't wait to start that. So yeah, Thanksgiving Day. Laurel from I'm a Stitch Nerd. She is on Instagram, and she is also on Flosstube. She and I have a lot of the same taste in what we love to stitch, and she quilts as well. And so if you haven't watched her Flosstube, you might go check her out. I think I mentioned her before, but we've started talking on and off, and she's really fun to talk about stitching with. So some other people I've been watching are KBH Stitches on Flosstube. I want to thank her first of all for she shouted me out, but some of her more recent, I haven't gone back yet and watched a lot of her older videos. I don't remember how many she has, but here on the recent one, she's working on her fear of FFOing her own projects, and I'm really proud that, you know, she's working through that fear. She's finishing some of her stitches and enjoying them, getting to display them in her home, and I love that, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's yours. It's your design. It's your art, and just finish it the best you can and display it in your home and enjoy it. You know, I'm really, really glad that she's doing that. I also have been watching E_crafting in Colorado. She's got a lot of really pretty, she has a lot of full coverage, and she's fun to watch. She's like her personality, and she's got quite a few videos. I need to go back, and I just found her the other day and enjoyed watching a couple of her more recent ones. So I'm going to go back and watch some of her older ones. And Stitch Me Sane on, she's from Australia. She just recently did a WIP parade. It was real enjoyable. She had her partner on there, and he does all her statistics for her. And he seemed, enjoyed him being on with her. He seemed very supportive, and I liked seeing them interact, and it was a real nice one to watch. And she talked about some of her goals for next year, and I like to watch her. She does mostly full coverage. So I'll show you some. I didn't buy a whole lot this time around. I don't always buy, but I did buy a few things. Of course, I had to buy, you know, follow the rules. This came back out. This was reprinted. So I followed the rules on buying all the blackbirds. And thought it was funny. I was looking through eBay yesterday, I think it was, and I saw this book on eBay for $100 and something, and I was so tempted to comment and say, too late, you're not going to get that. But I was so glad that they reprinted that book. There's so many beautiful designs in it, and I will more than likely eventually stitch them all. And then I bought Blackbird Designs Leona's Sewing Box by Blackbird Designs, and it's Leona Adams. And I'm gonna change this from Leona to Ruby. My grandmother's maiden name was Adams, and so I'm gonna put Ruby Adams and change this to be her birth date. And then I'm gonna try to find that same box and finish it just like it is there. And I have a few of her sewing items, and I thought it'd be neat to keep them in that box. So that's my plan for that one. And then I had my first Happy Mail. My friend Jan, I've met her in Arizona. She lives here in Texas, and she asked me, she finished her A Savior's Praise, and she asked me if I would like it, and I said, yes ma'am, I would love it. I told her I didn't know exactly when I'd get it started, but I would love to have it, to work towards it. And so she sent that to me, and I think it's so beautiful. So I look forward to starting that one. And then I bought some Teresa Kogut's Kringles fabrics. I bought them at cutelittle.fabric.com. Okay, I placed them on Etsy, but on here it says, if you found us on Etsy, please place your next order directly on cutelittle.fabricshop.com. And I'm covering up a code there, so coupon code, but that's the website. And they were fast shipping, and I got everything I ordered, and easy to deal with. And I just put some combinations together for when I feel like making myself some project bags. I can make me some Christmas ones out of Teresa Kogut. They're so the main fabrics I got were the ones with the deer. I love this one. It says Home for Christmas. Peace on earth, goodwill to all. I got the main focus fabric of the snowman. And I got the one with Santa. And so those are my main fabrics that I got. And everything else is accent and you know, just words. Matching fabric to go in the inside and around the edges and whatnot. So I got those. Well, that's my haul. So I feel like that went pretty fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all some of my dimensions kits that I have. So if you're not into kit parades, I wish you a very happy Thanksgiving with your family. I won't see y'all before then, and hope you have a happy holiday. So if you're sticking around, let's get started. I don't have as many as I've seen on some kit parades, but I have a few. And A lot of them are some of the older ones. I have Thunder Ridge. It's in the old packaging. When I got it, it was pretty much in perfect condition, other than normal wear on the bag, just from being old. But look at those horses and the colors in the sky. It's Thunder Ridge. That one's going to be 16 by 9. It is on 18 count Ada. And these are in no particular order. They're just in the box. And then I have the, and I don't know how I'm gonna do this with this glare, Holy Night stocking. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? That is a full coverage stocking right there. And it is on 18 count Ada. And it doesn't have, 16 inches long. It's going to be 16 inches long. I have the Enchanted Ornament stocking. Also looks like full coverage. Amy Loves Toads. She finished that one not too long ago, and it is so pretty. And it's hard to decide which one I want to make for myself. This one's on 16 count Ada blue. It's on a blue. All the colors on that one. Maybe it's not full coverage. I think the blue is the fabric. The ornaments are definitely full coverage, but I think the white in there, the background behind that is the blue. So that one's so pretty. And I have another cabin. Cabin Fever. This one is, oh gosh, I can't. Cabin Fever. This one's going to be 16 inches, 16 by 12 inches, and it is on 18 count. I don't know how to get rid of that glare. It's bad. I'm not worried about opening these because they're mine and I plan on stitching them. Here we go. Much better. But the reflection in the water on that, and then the deer over here. And guess what's happening in there? Bunch of people stitching. Maybe I'll have a wall of cabins. there's that one. This one I bought, and I bought it on eBay. It was in new condition, but it didn't come with the fabric. So when I contacted the seller, they gave me a partial refund. I think they gave me $10 back, which is fine because I can, I can get some Aida. And I've got to check to see if all the threads are here. They were already separated. So I may just see if I can convert these to DMC and start fresh with just all DMC on that one. So that one is called Flight of Freedom. I love that one. I love patriotic. And I have Winter Cabin. Is that the same cabin? I think it's a little different. I always wondered if all these cabin ones were just the same cabin in a different setting. But there's Winter Cabin. I love that one lonely little red cardinal. And then the deer, the reflection of the light. I prefer the ones that have a lot of flowers and colors. Mostly because I don't get a lot of snow here where I live, so I don't always want to do all the ones that have the snow in them. But I thought that was pretty. And another stocking. This one is called Christmas Sled. I just don't know how to do this other than the glare. Sorry about that. And it's on blue fabric, so I don't believe it is full coverage. Looks like it's got some beads. And it's done on 16 count Aida. With a dove gray. It's a dove gray Aida. So, hope I'm not making people sick when I'm trying to move this around, trying to find a decent place to show you. This one is called the Gift of the Eagle Feather. I was so excited to find this one. It is a rare one. But boy, that sky. I just love that one. It is on 18 count beige Aida. All intact. Never been opened. I have that one. And Hidden Spirits. Love that cat in the background. This one just looks mystical to me. It is done on 18 count navy. Like a dog head and a cat, a little campfire. Very excited to do these last few. I'm sure everybody's seen this one, Japanese Garden. All the colors. It's going to be so pretty. Done on 16 count blue Ada. And then the Sacred Connection. Another eBay find. This one is done on 18 count navy. And it has a cry neck that came with it. Look how old that one is. It's all yellow. I think I'll just put that aside and put it in a different bag. Let's see. This is not a Dimensions Gold, but it is the Wise Owl. And I've seen several people stitch that, and it looks so three-dimensional because the misty, foggy look back here, and then this in the foreground. Just looks really three-dimensional. And it's on 14 count white Ada. I may do that on a I might switch that out to either a Lagana or an 18 count Ada. Excuse me. I think I showed y'all this recently in a haul. Petite Morning Lake. Done on 18 count Ada. It will be 7 by 5 inches. And this is not, that is all of my dimensions. Not like it's not enough, right? Then I have this Janlin kit that I thought all the colors caught my eye on that. And the church in the background and the stream. That was beautiful. This one is done on a 14 count. I may or may not switch that out to an 18. I like the smaller counts or higher counts, however you want to say it. Smaller stitches, higher count. Well, I believe that's all I have to share this time, this go around. I did want to back up a minute, and earlier I had wished everyone a happy Thanksgiving with their families, but I also want to remind everyone that the holidays are hard times for some people, so let's try to keep those people in mind. And if you know anybody that, you know, may not have a family near, or, you know, could benefit from, you know, an invitation, you know, what's one more seat at the table. So let's try to reach out to those people and give them a place to go and a place to be, and let them into our families. And so that is all I have this time around. I hope everyone enjoys the things I have to share, and I hope you get plenty of stitching time in the next couple of weeks. And I don't know, I usually try to video on Thursdays, so I think that lands on Thanksgiving Day, so probably won't be doing that. So maybe a little later in the week with the next Flosstube. But until then, I hope you get lots of stitching time. I hope you get to stitch what you love and stitch what you want. So until next time, happy stitching.